Many military families, the government shutdown would throw them into a financial turmoil. Some low-rank service members make a little more than $40,000 a year. And it's estimated that about 1 in 4 troops face food insecurity. It means they're already living paycheck to paycheck. And with the shutdown, they will wonder whether they'll have enough money to buy groceries. So with us now are 2 women who share those concerns. Besa Pinchotti is the CEO of the National Military Family Association, and Austin Carrigg is the founder and co-CEO of Exceptional Families in the Military. Thank you both for being with us. Bess, I'd like to start with you. What is this going to mean for military families when those paychecks stop coming in?
Well, as you mentioned, about 1 in 4 military families is food insecure. So not only are they living paycheck to paycheck, but we're talking about putting food on the table. These are the Americans that sign up and serve our country, and they're not going to have food to eat and not going to have a paycheck. And another thing that I'd like to mention is that 16,000 military spouses also work for the federal government. And when you think about those 16,000 and their service members, that's 2 incomes that won't be coming into their families.
Yeah, Austin, this is going to have wide-ranging, immediate, and pretty severe. I know I'm the daughter of an Army officer. I remember what it feels like to live paycheck to paycheck. I know, this is going to have an immediate impact on families. When people say, oh, but you'll get the back pay later, that doesn't solve how you pay for the groceries at the commissary today.
For a lot of our families, it's not even the groceries today. It's copays for medication. It's gas to get to and from appointments, and parking if you have to go to the ER and your hospital requires you to pay for that. So a lot of these families are facing a lot more than just food. It's basic medical necessities for families who are living with medical conditions.
So explain, I think a lot of people, we've reported on this before, on the fact that we have so many Americans, 1.3 Americans serving in the military, many with families who already need help from the government. Food programs just to get food. There are 1.3 million Americans in the military who already get help because they don't make enough. So explain for our audience, how immediate, how devastating, and how wide-ranging. You mentioned medical bills. You mentioned gas to be able to go to take kids to school or to a doctor's appointment. All the different ways this will immediately impact the military families. Austin, you start.
Yeah, so in our population, especially the disability population, we're already struggling with food insecurity. We have spouses who are unable to be employed because our insurance company requires the primary caretaker to be at home and not employed. We have families who are honestly going to be choosing between buying a gallon of milk and making a therapy appointment that they're going to have to pay to get to. So for our families that are living like this, there is already no money in the bank. They're already living paycheck to paycheck, often regardless of their rank because of these medical needs. And so this is going to be a really hard situation where they're having to make choices about medical care.
So what would be the one thing you'd want members of Congress to know about what it's like for these military families as they debate and argue over the politics of a shutdown in Washington, D.C.?
Well, I've heard some people on Congress say, hey, we have 2 weeks to figure this out. They may have their paycheck in 2 weeks. And I just think that is such a comfortable way for them to think about this. These military families are going to have issues on Monday when they don't know if they can get that critical doctor's appointment, when they don't know if they should buy that gallon of milk or if they should wait. There are so many issues happening in military families right now. If you look at military pay, hundreds of thousands of military families are also eligible for WIC, and WIC won't be available. This is nutrition that's really critical for families. And, when the government is talking about recruitment issues, retention issues, and then you look at the way that we're treating our military and the young people that are watching, those kids that are sitting at home right now saying, hey, I want to join the military, I want to serve this country. When they're watching the news this week and next week, I don't see why they would want to. We're not taking care of those families who take care of us.
We're not taking care of the very troops we depend upon to protect our country and our freedoms. Really important points. I hope somebody in Congress is listening. Austin Carrigg, Besa Pinchotti, thank you so much for being with us tonight. Really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.